In the weeks ahead, people across the country will be keeping a close eye on a Minnesota court case. The state's trial against e-cigarette manufacturer Juul and tobacco giant Altria begins tomorrow. It's the first state case of its kind to go to trial. And tonight, Heidi Wigdahl takes a closer look at the precedent that this could set.
Minnesota is going up against e-cigarette manufacturer Juul and the tobacco company Altria in court. This comes more than 3 years after Attorney General Keith Ellison first filed a lawsuit against Juul, accusing the company of, quote, deceptive marketing targeting youth.
It's a pretty significant case. The case comes down to 2 or 3 basic issues. First, it's about the claim that Juul marketed to minors. Second, it did nothing in terms of trying to prevent minors from accessing their product. And third, it was about the fact that they did not make appropriate disclosures regarding the health and safety risks surrounding the use of vaping and some of these smokeless tobaccos.
U of M law professor David Schultz says this isn't new territory for the state. In 1998, a first when Minnesota won a landmark settlement against tobacco companies for, among other things, marketing cigarettes to kids. Now, the state is taking on vaping. The FDA reported last year about 1 in 10 or more than 2.5 million middle and high school students in the U.S. used e-cigarettes. If the state wins, what would it mean for Juul, Altria, and other companies like it?
It could very well mean a big dent in their pocketbook. Second, it's to get them to compensate the state, which means help the state pay for the costs of people having become addicted, having developed several different types of illnesses, perhaps cancers as a result of it.
But if the state loses, Schultz says it could embolden companies marketing to youth for vaping and beyond.
I think this case has implications, not just looking backward with Juul, but going forward, tobacco, recreational use of marijuana, THC products, perhaps a whole bunch of other things.
Juul and Altria have denied the allegations. In court documents from November, the defendants say the state has known about a youth vaping problem, but hasn't put enough funding into addressing the issue. Jury selection begins tomorrow in Hennepin County District Court. The trial is expected to last about 3 weeks, wrapping up by April 14th.